In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to create charts in Excel. Sometimes you might need to present your work to your parents as they come to the teacher-student conferences. And then the best way you can present your test scores is in the form of a pie chart or a bar graph, depending on what you feel will best represent the scores that you have. So here are some of the ways that you can create a chart. You have to highlight the range that you would want the chart to include. So here I want to include the names, student names, and then the first test. I want to find out, or I want to present how the students performed in comparison to each other in the first test. So after highlighting, I go, it says insert in the ribbon. I might choose to use a column graph. Let's see what happens. There I have my graph. If I decide to label the graph, you go and click where it says the layout view. I might want to name the chart to give it a title. Maybe let me say test 1. Test 1. Then I might need to change the horizontal axis. Name the horizontal axis. These are students' names. Student name. Student name. I might need to change the vertical axis. Name the vertical axis. If I want to name it, it'll be test scores. Maybe I might need to tell whether they were out of 25, out of 20, or whatever. Probably I might want to show out of 20, if that's what you want to do. So if you have this graph, you can decide to export it to a Word document. So you just simply need to right click and then copy it, open the Word document, and you paste it. There you have it. So if you are writing an assignment and you want to use your graph, you can actually export it from Microsoft Excel to Word document. But for now, I want to show you something. Suppose I just want to delete this graph. I didn't want to use a bar graph. Might decide to use a pie chart. This is how it would look like. If I want to choose a pie chart which has got percentages, so that parents will get to know the percentages, it depends on how you feel like it will look like, or it will best represent your work. Just like the bar graph, you can decide to put the percentages inside depending on what you want to do. You keep on playing with different ways of creating charts until you get the best way of creating a chart. Here's something that I want to show you. Suppose I want to use the percentages, the overall grade at the end of the semester, the overall percent, to show the parents how the child performed in comparison to other children in the classroom. What you need to do is to highlight again the range, meaning that I'm going to highlight the percentage. While this time highlighting and I'm done, I'll press Control and highlight the names. When you press Control, what happens is that you are able to highlight without deselecting what you have highlighted in the first place. So I've highlighted the first range about the percentage, then I press Control, I highlight the names. Then I'm going to decide which chart that I'm going to use. I go to Insert. At this time, I think I might want to use a column or a bar graph. Maybe I might decide to put some percentages so that at least they get to know the percentages. And you see that here, your graph decided to use student numbers, not names. So you might decide to keep those that use student, those that don't use student names but only numbers. I think that will be the best. You can decide also to create your chart using a what? Okay, I was actually making a mistake. These are columns, so this is a bar. These are bar. Let me see this one, how it will best represent the work that we have. I don't know if you want to use this. I don't think I would use this one, because for me, parents probably will not even see anything. It will be maybe best if you are using only scores from one student. For instance, I'm going to delete this and highlight Jane Smith's scores. So since I'm actually comparing her test scores, I can use that type of a bag of a graph, even though it's about area. Let's see what this one shows. No, sorry. Okay, as you can see with this type of a graph, if you're comparing individual test scores, it might work. You might decide to put in some scores within. So you'll see that the lowest is what is 15. That is test 3. So it depends on what you really want to present to the parents, and you need to keep on playing with the charts that you have to find the best tool that you can use. Again, you can label the axis going through the lay view and label your axis. So for now, let me end here. You know how to create charts by selecting the range and the names, using the control key to select and deselect the cells that you want. So if you have any questions again on how to create charts, please let me know. I can give you an individual lesson about creating charts.